Uh, what's up, YouTube? Goodbye, USA, man. Yeah, like I said, I chose that name correctly because from what I'm seeing, it is goodbye. It is goodbye, USA. Their little peace talk over there in the Strait of Hormuz is kind of falling apart. And I was just doing a little bit of research, uh, see what would happen if the price of oil went up to $150 a barrel, which it's probably going to do. It was like over 100 when I looked a little while ago, and like I said, who knows in the future what's going to happen, right? But if you guys look at a map, the Strait of Hormuz is pretty hard to control because it's such a small area, and it is right on the border of Iran. So, anyways, just thought I would mention that to you guys. Um, it is Monday evening. When I say evening, I mean I think it's like 4:30, maybe 5 o'clock over here in Cambodia. And let me tell you, it is hot outside. I went for a bicycle ride this morning because right now is Khmer New Year, and I think everything's closed. And there's really no way for me to contact the gym because people over here, they don't have regular telephones where they just answer like, hello, thank you for calling such and such place. How can I help you? Everybody over here carries cell phones. So they usually leave somebody's cell phone number, and you don't know if you leave a message or you call, you might or might not get a response. So anyways, I just rode my bicycle around today, and then tomorrow I'm gonna take my daughter swimming at the pool. It's like $1.50. The pool opens up at 9, so we're gonna go at 9 o'clock in the morning um, before it gets actually really so hot. I rode my bike over there today to make sure they were going to be open tomorrow and everything. So, like I said, everyone that's living in the USA, I want to say I feel sorry for you, but I don't really because you have an opportunity to leave. Okay, you guys have an opportunity to leave, and you choose to stay, whether it's for family or friends, or you're scared to leave, or whatever the hell the situation is. I don't know. Everybody's probably got a different little deal there. I had somebody left a comment. Like I said, people are leaving more comments. I'm getting more views, which is hella cool. And somebody left a comment and they asked me, what's the cost of living like over here? And it would have been a long comment for me to leave. So anyways, I just told him that you can rent a nice one-bedroom apartment. I mean, a really nice, super furnished one-bedroom apartment. The kitchen was a little bit small, but for one person, it was perfect. In a nice place in the city. Everything was paid for $300 a month. So, and like I said, it was furnished. It was a one-bedroom, and it did have like stairs that went upstairs into like a loft area with a wall. It didn't appear that it had a door that you could close. So if you had guests downstairs and you went up into your bedroom with somebody, up into that loft area, like I said, they wouldn't be able to see you, but I would imagine they might be able to hear you. I don't know about that. I'll leave you guys to decide that. But it was a really nice apartment. The guy gave a tour of it. Like I said, the cost of living over here is so cheap. Even with all the inflation and the fuel stuff and all the rest of that, it is still really super cheap to live over here. You can get you a nice big coffee. I'm talking, a large coffee, a large iced coffee, for $1. If you want some cream in there, some of that, make it like a latte, I guess, or something. If you want cream, it's probably gonna be like $1.50. But that's just one of the things, many things. It makes it so damn cheap to live over here, along with all the taxes and all that stuff. But okay, it is Khmer New Year, and that means the country's closed for the next 9 days. Okay, they just don't have like a one-day event. I've already talked about that. They just don't have like a 1 or 2 day event. It's closed for 9 days. Okay, and for those 9 days, those people are going to be drinking alcohol. Okay, everybody over here just about drinks beer. Okay, that's like the national pastime, the national hobby, the national drink, whatever you want to call it, is beer. Okay, and I don't drink alcohol, so it doesn't make me any difference. I just stay away from all that stuff because I don't like being around a bunch of damn drunk people. Okay, especially in large crowds where people gather, because uh, I've been to enough security training. I'm just going to leave it at that from the U.S. government that you always want to try to keep your back not necessarily to a wall, but someplace it would be hard for somebody to grab you from the back, from behind. And in these large crowds where it's hard to move around and people are drinking, you just don't know, right? Maybe you step on somebody's foot by accident. Next thing you know, it's all bad news. So, just a word of advice about anyone that's thinking about moving over here. If you want to come over here on vacation, that's cool. They got a whole nice place down there for the foreigners. Um, but if you plan on moving over here and you already have an alcohol problem, Cambodia might not be the place for you. Okay, because you are going to meet a lot of alcoholics, and it's only going to worsen your problem. Okay, and I would imagine they have AA over here, but I don't know. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't drink, so I don't have to worry about it. But like I said, if you have an alcohol problem already in the States, and if you think you're going to run from your alcohol problem by coming over here, you're going to be bringing your own problem over here with you. Okay? Now, as far as the drug situation goes, okay, you can go into the pharmacy and buy any kind of drug that's sold in a pharmacy. Now, obviously, you can't buy any kind of like illicit drug, like like the meth or the other any of those other kind of drugs. You can't buy any of those kind of things in the pharmacy. But in the pharmacy, you don't need a prescription. I can walk in there and buy I do buy my sleeping medication there, but you can buy it. You can go in there and buy uh, any kind of pain medication you want. Valium, Vicodins, whatever it is. If they sell it on the market, if it's like a legal drug, when I say legal, I mean in the USA it is a controlled substance. When I traveled back to the USA this last time, I brought some of my sleeping medication with me. It was in the box. I had the receipt rubber band to the box to show them where I bought it at the pharmacy. And when they opened up my bag and they saw it, the custom guy, he was really cool. He asked me, it had some kind of weird name on it. He looked on his phone. He said, "Sir, this is a controlled substance. You have to have a prescription for it." And I said, I don't have one. I bought it at a pharmacy over there. And he said, "Well, I could just take it right now and just throw it in the trash, and we'll just call the end of it." And I said, "Go ahead, buddy. If that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. I'm not trying to bring in no controlled substance, sneak in anything, right?" It was in a big Ziploc baggie with other medication that I did bring. I take metformin because just to keep my blood sugar under control, and I don't really need to take it, but if I don't, then my blood sugar's up around maybe like a 107, 108 in the morning. If I take it every other day, my blood sugar stays around like 92 or 95, so I take it. I also have a prescription, or I take a blood thinner medication because I sit a lot. Not now, but I used to sit a lot. I would have I've had a couple of blood clots in my right leg, and in the USA they did prescribe a blood thinner to me, and they told me if it happened again, they said it's already happened twice at the VA, right? And they gave me the blood thinner medication. It went away, but they said if it does it again, you need to take this medicine every day for the rest of your life. So I can buy it over here without a prescription. I don't need to go to the doctor. My wife goes and gets it at the pharmacy. I forget the name of it, but anyways, it's a blood thinner medication. It's not like a controlled substance or anything. So, but if you have a drug problem, like an illegal drug problem. I'm not going to go on the list of names. I don't want YouTube to flag this video. But anyways, if you have a drug problem, don't come over here. Don't come over here. I'm just telling you right now, they don't mess around with no illegal drugs. Even weed, they don't mess around with that stuff. If you get caught over here with illegal drugs, you're going to a jail. You're going to go to a Cambodian jail where they take it very seriously, number one. Number two, I think the jail, I read, I could be mistaken, it's been a while back. I think the jail was built for like 500 people, and it has like close to 2,000. So you're going to be sleeping on the floor, literally right next to other guys. And it's just going to be a bad situation, especially if you don't speak the language. So if you do have a drug problem, I would correct the drug problem before you came over here. I'm sure you can buy illegal drugs over here. I'm sure you can, but I wouldn't know where to get it, number one. Number two, you're going to be dealing with people that you don't speak the language, so you're not going to really have any idea what the hell they're talking about. It might be an undercover police officer for all you know. But I know when you fly into Taiwan, which is usually where I change planes at, they got a big sign when you get off that plane from the U.S.A. They got a big sign, and it's in Chinese, and it's in English in big old red letters. And it tells you that the penalty for drug smuggling, they call it ROC, even though Taiwan is not part of China. They call it the Republic of China. If you get caught smuggling drugs into the ROC, Republic of China, the penalty is death. Okay? And it's in big letters. So, if you think you're going to try to bring over any kind of illegal type of substances over here into Cambodia, you're more than likely going to have to fly through Taiwan or one of those other places. And they got these dogs walking around all over the place. These little, they're not very big. They're not German Shepherds. They're some kind of a small, look like I don't know, maybe like a curry dog or something. I don't know. Anyways, they got dogs walking around. They're smelling for drugs. Okay, so my suggestion, like I said, I want you guys to come over here because it's hell cheap, right? And it would be good to have some more foreigners over here like myself. Pretty easy to find a teaching job. Or if you're really good on a computer, man, you don't even have to leave your house. You can just work right over here on the computer and just make all kind of stuff. So anyways, like I said, I just thought I'd make a quick video. It is Monday afternoon, and I got 113 subscribers on this channel. That's hella good. I'm trying to combine. I have another channel called Goodbye U.S.A. and I want to bring it down to just one channel, to this one right here. I'm sorry. I have another channel, Live Rich Cambodia. This one is Goodbye U.S.A. Okay. I have another channel called Live Rich Cambodia. Like I said, I don't edit. I messed up. I do have another channel. It's called Live Rich Cambodia, and I got 78 subscribers, and this one's got 113. And if I go back to teaching full time, it's just difficult for me to make to take care of two different channels. It takes quite a while to upload them. Then I got to make them. I usually have to try to make a thumbnail, and if not, sometimes I just put my ugly face on there, and that gets other. But I'm getting a lot of views. And I would appreciate if you guys would hit like and subscribe. YouTube is pushing out my videos more. I know they are because I'm getting more content. I'm getting more views. I'm getting more subscribers. And like I said, it's not really because of me. It's because of you guys. And I want to thank every single one of you, okay? Because like I said, without you people watching, I would just be talking into a computer, which would be kind of strange, just to be talking into a screen. So anyways, I appreciate all you guys watching these videos and leaving any comments. And if you do have any questions about anything, please either leave a comment or you can contact me on my email address. It is in the description. It is live, L-I-V-E, .rich, R-I-C-H, LIVE.RICH.CAMBODIA@gmail.com. Okay. Once you do that, once I see that you're legit and you're not one of these nut jobs, I'll give you my Telegram or my Signal phone number, and we can talk on the phone. We can do the chat thing. They have the chat thing, or I can do FaceTime with you. Walk around and show you around where I live and everything, and let you guys be the judge. Like I said, and if you guys decide to come over here, whether it's on vacation or it's a permanent move, just let me know. Just give me some advance time, and because the airport's about an hour or so away, and the taxi ride I believe was like $40 or something. But anyway, it'd just be much nicer if I met you at the airport, right? Like I said, I'd pick you up at the airport and take you into the city. I got a hella nice hotel for you guys to stay at. Okay. Now, like I said, if you're a single guy, I could probably talk my wife into letting you stay in our spare bed. Okay, that would probably happen. If you're a couple, girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, whatever, I could probably talk her into that. But if you're a young, attractive female, I don't think I'm going to be able to talk her into and let you stay in our spare bedroom for obvious reasons. Okay, so like I said, I hope some of you guys will contact me on my email, where we can chit chat on the Telegram, and I look forward to seeing some of you guys. And like I said, I know it doesn't mean anything to you guys, but have a nice come on New Year. I think tomorrow is actually the day. Today's 13, I think. And it's actually on day 14. But they've been, like I said, they close everything down for 9 days, man. So, and I have met some really nice people that's left me some comments. Some of them are kind of funny, and I always think of even if they're a little bit, critical. Maybe they talk about the lighting or just any kind of thing. I always thank them for their comments because I enjoy people's comments. That's how I get better. I'm kind of new to this YouTube thing. I've only been doing it since November 1st, so I am kind of new at it. I plan on doing it for a couple of years, see what I can make out of it. It takes my time, but it's okay. Like I said, I do plan on going out. I do plan on going to going back to teaching full time. I'm going to miss the gym and the bicycle rides, but that only takes up my morning, and I don't like just laying on the sofa. And I'm only 67, and I still got some work life left in me. And I tell everyone, by the time I'm 74, man, I want to be a millionaire. I know that sounds crazy as hell. I just like the way it sounds to come out of my mouth. I want to be a millionaire by the time I'm 74. And in order to do that, I gotta get my hustle on. Okay? So 67. So that gives me 7 years to be, to stack some more money up to be a millionaire. And once I'm a millionaire, every son of a bitch is gonna know it. And I'm gonna tell everyone I'm a damn millionaire now. So anyways, I appreciate you guys, and thank you so much for watching my video. I appreciate it so much, and you guys have a very nice day. Bye.